Good afternoon, it's Bev from Planet Crochet this afternoon, and we'll be showing you how to make this granny triangle motif. You can use this on a blanket. You would just make a lot of the, depending on your size of your blanket, you would then just turn it upside down and go the opposite way and make your blanket. Or you could make these and make some pretty bunting for a child's bedroom, or even anywhere in the home, wherever you want. Or if you've got a caravan, camping, anything, you can make some bunting and do the colourways for your taste. So I'll put that there. So what I'm going to use today is double knit. I'm using 2 pinks, my scissors, my needle, and this yarn on the band will say 4mm hook, and I generally do use 4mm. It comes out just right. Sometimes you can use smaller or larger, it's up to you, but for this, for now, I'm just going to keep it as it said. So we don't need that or those. I will start with the pale pink, and as I've said previously in the video, I learnt to do a magic circle. So it's of your fingers, hook underneath, bring the yarn over, and just tricky on the camera, and there you go. There's your first chain. There's your circle. You can do it where you make 4 chains, join them together to make a circle, and then carry on and make your trebles into that. But I personally love this way. So we need 2 more chain, and that is your first treble. Yarn over, make a treble, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 chain, and 3 more treble into the circle, and then 3 more chain, and then 3 more treble. Pull your circle a little bit, not too tight. Last 3 chain, and as before on your others, top of your chain 3, slip stitch to join, and there we have 3 times 3. And to finish off, yarn over again. Looks like you're making a chain. Hold your hook and just get my scissors. And how I judge the length of a tail, so I've got plenty to weave in, is I generally do this, make a triangle, and then snip. So I don't measure it, but that's my judge of, because I've found if you leave it too short, you haven't got enough to weave in. And that is like, that's tying off, and just pull it. So there you go. Now we need the other yarn. And the pattern says to join in any 3 chain space. On my previous video, I did say when I rejoin another colour, which I haven't shown you before, this is the first time I've done it, I will either go backwards from where I finished, or I will go forwards. Now, personally, I do like to go backwards, not joining in the same where I finished off. I like to stagger it. So I will take the yarn through. I like to, there's lots of ways how, if you watch different YouTubers, there's lots of ways how people join a new colour, lots of ways. And I've found over the 6 years, I do prefer tying it on. It just gives me extra security. And we're doing 3 chain again. Now I will just trap that tail at the back, and in each of the 3 chain space it is 3 treble, 3 chain, oops, and 3 treble. All the time keeping hold of the tail at the back. Hopefully not cut, no, I've caught it. And then you can deal with that later on. It's there, but you can deal with, just put it to the back. And then we chain 1 to go to get to the next 3 chains. Space 1, 2, 3 treble, 1, 2, 3 chain, 3 more treble. Now, how I deal with the previous tail, like I showed on a previous video, I used to just lay it on the top, but that's not really secure because it can find a way out when washing. So what I'll do, I'll show you now. Get the needle, thread, needle. What I like to do, I would normally do this after every round. I would not just continue. I will make sure on the back loop, as I've said before, top of each treble has 2 loops, just on the back one. And I watched a lady on YouTube do this. So this is how I like to secure my previous tail down. And what I do is go from the back and go down from the front. The back, come from the back, go down from the front, and do it for a little ways round. And generally you don't notice it, but don't pull it too tight because it puckers up your work, but don't have it too loose either. So back to the pattern. So we've done 3, 3, 3, chain 1, and then we're back to the 3 treble, bit more yarn, 1, 2, 3, 1 treble, 2 and 3. Now we're back to the beginning. We chain 1 as we've done on the previous 2 sides, and then we're going to join at the top of the chain 3, slip stitch, pull through again, and then to tie off, yarn over, pull through, hold it, I pull up, give myself plenty of length, snip, and then pull. So I will show you what I do again to secure. Thread your needle. What I usually do is go down on the first one. What it seems to do is it lays the knot down. Next back one, back loop, so you have 2, but it's just the back one. Come from the back, then you go down, go the opposite way. I have done it where I've gone the same way round, so it's back from the back on 1, and from the front on the other. So you can do it like that, or I like to do it in a bit of a length, weaving my needle through. I know this is still a bit of a long tail, but what I'll do is when I get there, you'll see when I get there. So as we've finished here, we're going to join the next colour backwards. So we've done with that one, pale pink again. Again, like I said, I like to tie mine on. Make sure it's on. Give yourself a length, a good length of tail. That might be a bit overkill, but I've always liked to have plenty, as I've learned from my mistakes in the past. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3. That classes as your first treble. And 2 more treble. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we do exactly the same again. So it's chain 1, and we're doing 3 treble in this one chain space. So you can leave that tail at the back, catch that again later. Chain 1, 3 treble in the 1 chain space, 1 chain, then you're back to the corner if you like, one, 2, 3 chain, 3 treble. You do that, oops, down the other side. So just chain 1 again, 3 treble. I'll show you what I do with this straggler on this corner. Chain 1. They're easy to forget as well sometimes, these chain 1s, because some patterns I've missed the chain 1 out just for preference, especially when I'm doing a square. But as this pattern on this triangle calls for that, I put it in, and it is easier to get from here to there. If you didn't, it would be really, really tight. So I can see why there is one in there. Then on this corner, you see this tail I've left. Now you can weave it in a bit more if you want, make it more secure. But I've gone around one way enough, so I'll leave that. So I'll just keep hold of it as I do at the beginning. So like I do at the beginning, and I hold it down, I'll do the same with this. This, no matter how long it is or short. Oops, try not to catch it. And then I'll finish that off in a minute. And what you can do with these is thread it, and I do this when I've finished the round. I don't normally do this midway round. Thread it. I would catch of the same colour, and then I would go back on myself on the work. Don't pull too tight neither, because it will show. And I can safely snip that because I've gone from this corner, tucked it in, stopped somewhere here, but then I've caught it there and took it back again. And that's one of the ways I will sew my tails in. So on the last straight, one chain, three treble, then we're going to join in the top of the 3 chain. Again, yarn over the way I judge it, snap, and pull it tight. As you can see from the beginning of the video, this triangle is different. It's different middle. What happened was, as I finished doing a bit of videoing, I went away, tried attaching the triangles together to try and see if it would do something, and it did something else totally by accident, which I cannot show you. So I can't show you the original triangles I did at the beginning of the video because I have now, it sounds silly, but I've accidentally made a project. So hopefully it won't be my own design, so I can't show you on here. I need to do some behind the scenes tweaking. So I made this other little triangle just to finish off the video, and as you can see, it's pretty. You can use any colours. I just thought I'd do something different for this one just to show you. You can use a different middle, you can use the same colours round and round, you can use the same colour, use different colours, different size. As I showed in the beginning, I think it was 4 rounds, so it was slightly bigger. And for bunting, then you would make a chain. You can do that in different heights. I could do that again in another video, do some bunting and show you how you can do different heights to string them together. And I've thought of another way of making it more personal. When you have a customer order, you could do letters for a child's name, girl or boy. You could also make bunting for your holidays if you have a tour caravan, camping in your tent, or even if you have a static, it's up to you. You can make even your kitchen. Bunting's quite versatile, and obviously because you can use scraps of yarn, which most crocheters and knitters do have. They have little balls of yarn left. It's endless. But yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed doing this triangle. I've not done it before. It's not something I normally would do, is making triangles, and as I've done in other videos, it's the squares, the solid and the granny squares is what I normally do. But I've enjoyed doing this tutorial. I hope it's been helpful for you, and I am sorry it's been so late uploading, but I have been busy behind the scenes with a couple of customer orders. So from me and Monkey from Planet Crochet, I'll see you again in another video. Bye for now.